Hey everybody, it's Austin Ward from Lettermen Row back again in the BuckIQ film room. We've got Evan Spencer, so you know that we're going to be talking about some wide receivers, some throwing the football around, and maybe wide receiver's not the exact position, but there's so much buzz, Evan, for this guy, Demario McCall. Been a couple years of his people wanting to see his athleticism, finding a role in the offense. I wonder, is it, as a former player, do you get as excited about the potential for this guy, or as excited as maybe some of the fans are to see him work?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we got a good chance to talk about it right before we came on, and how, it's always apples to oranges. We get the best players and the best athletes almost every year. So no matter where you are on the depth chart, you have real opportunity to make a difference. And I think that, McCall's no different. You could see his athleticism, you could see his vision, and you could see his ability to make plays. And now I'm excited to be able to see him do that. And now he's playing H, so I can claim him as a receiver. But it's going to be a stepping stone. He's going to start from being a returner and make some plays, and then hopefully mix them into the offense from there.
Yeah, lucky for us, we've got a couple of those plays already for Demario McCall to break down. So Evan's going to grab that laser pointer. We're going to step into the film room and give you some full insight about what he might bring to the Buckeyes this season.
Let's do it.
Evan, in terms of situation, this is not the most pressure-packed that there is. It's late in the game. It's a blowout of Rutgers, but it's an opportunity to get a look and see what Demario McCall could provide when he was on the field, and in this role where he's starting in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, so again, situation, yes, we're winning, but now we got some guys in that need some experience. They need to be able to, play when the bullets are flying. So let's start from the fundamentals, who's matching who, and in this being able to put an athlete like Demario in the backfield, and in this specific coverage that they're playing, granted, we know the defensive coordinator pretty well, and he, he was with us for a while, but we got him matched up on their backer. So right now we know that he's a better athlete than him. We got to win. So given the play call, as long as it's executed well and nobody has a penalty, we're in the green right now. So from here, it's just about run and make your spot. He's got a specific landmark somewhere on this field. I don't remember where exactly they tell them, but he's got it somewhere with relation to the hash that they're on. And then it's just about the quarterback and the receiver making a play. And here we do it, and he takes his athleticism and walks away from the backer, and it's a touchdown.
It's pretty, great throw from Dwayne Haskins.
Oh, yeah.
I know people want to see that too. We broke him down plenty, but what do you see? Demario McCall, people projected a lot as a running back. His skills here to maybe adjust and his eye getting around to catch this football.
Yeah, so again, we got him in the backfield for these types of plays for a reason, because he does have ball skills. There's certain backs that are great downhill runners and great catching the ball out of the backfield on specific routes.
Yeah.
And there's others that can run downhill and that can run option routes and that can run curls and figure out ways to get separation, all while adjusting and falling away or going to get a football. And he can do those things, which is why Coach Meyer wants to really see what he can do from a returning standpoint,
right?
And then going from there. But seeing these things are great from him and from him.
And then later on here in this fourth quarter, Demario McCall gets another chance. This is more of that traditional look, but maybe it fits into the H-back role. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So, him being able to get some experience in returning, and then, promoting him to get some opportunities on offense, he can play receiver and do some of the things that we were just talking about. But he has the vision to press his blocks up and then get that vision to make a cut, and then just use his God-given ability to walk away from the defender.
It's crazy to me, Evan, that after this game, I'm a beat writer. I go in and I ask Urban Meyer about adding another weapon, and he says, well, I don't think that Demario was still at 100%, and he wound up taking a medical redshirt last season. But I just see this and I think, well, if that's not 100%, what does that look like?
Exactly. So, and one more time, back up one more time, and let's watch how him pressing the hole, and by pressing the hole, I mean, him taking his run all the way to the block and then making a cut. Who does that affect? That affects 17. So instead of 17 playing back here, looping over and making a tackle for, maybe a 6-7 yard gain, he presses that hole, 17 gets bit up, and now he can come off a 79 and then, use his God-given ability to go score.
Here we go. This is actually the spring game now where he had just a massive day, Evan.
Yeah, I mean he thrived in this game, and obviously we can't get the from the jump on this video, but from a holistic standpoint, they were getting him the ball in the spring game for a reason, because they see his ability, and I think that we should all be excited about that. The fact that he can make plays down the field, and from this play, it looks like he's running an inside fade from the field, and it's really comforting to see that we can hit holes and get the ball in our playmakers' hands and do it on a recurring basis.
Urban Meyer called for one more play. He's standing here, so it's going deep.
Yeah.
But Demario McCall still is able to go make a play here.
Yeah. So again, we're running that inside fade. If you run it from the top, you can see he's closest to the field. I don't know if it's 2x2 or 3x1, but you see him just inside the numbers here. And what's that do? Because we got a corner out here. We got him who's going to match him in a safety. Well, if we press up against the safety, that corner is going to have his eyes on whoever field one is. And by doing so, we got a one-on-one. And with the athlete and with the separation capabilities and ball skills that he has, it's a win for us.
Has there been, for you, when you look at this and you see the plays he's making as a receiver, do you still have any doubt about the best way to use him? Do you think that he should be part of that zone 6 room permanently? What do you think when you watch him go?
Again, it's his value is in his versatility, right? He can, like we just saw before, with pressuring holes and making cuts off of those sights and that vision that he's getting, and being able to take that to the crib, and then being able to line up his field to and affect the safety to get him to bite, and then run an inside fade and make a play on the football and then score. It's the value that he brings to the table. Is he's not a cookie cutter position. We can put him wherever we need to, but don't forget about Paris, don't forget about Johnny, don't forget about the quarterback that we got back there, and the dual-headed monster we got at running back. So the versatility is always going to be what separates us in football games, and then after that, it's just about how we execute.
Yeah, I say it all the time to remind people. There's not an unlimited amount of snaps.
Right.
You don't just get to use Demario McCall 20 times because it comes from somebody else. But one way or the other, Evan, I think we're going to see Demario McCall playing a role this season for the Buckeyes, and when that comes, we'll get a little better video maybe than from the fourth quarter of Rutgers or the spring game. And then we'll break that all down throughout the season on BuckIQ. So that's Evan Spencer with that perspective. I'm Austin Ward, and we'll see you next time on Lettermen Row.